Many have criticized this drum machine for everything it can't do, but I've always loved to find the beauty in cheap pieces of gear and their limitations. So today, we're setting out to discover the hidden potential of the Korg Volca Beats using a combination of hardware and in-the-box processing. By the end, our goal is to craft a pack of textural, analog loops that can breathe life into any production. To prepare for this expedition, I wanted to understand this machine in its most natural state. So I spent hours getting my hands dirty, creating loops with nothing but the Volca Beats itself. After programming and recording 30 unique loops, 3 key limitations of this machine stood out to me. 1. Variation. 16-step patterns quickly became repetitive. 2. Tone. Some sounds came out thin or tinny. 3. Movement. Static velocities and pitches make everything feel stiff. Let's address the variation issue by picking one of these loops and chopping it up in our DAW. Now we have a different pattern playing at the end of every second bar, which is slightly more exciting. Let's use a bit of compression and saturation in the box so that all of our drum loops are a bit warmer and more cohesive. To push things a little bit further in the analog direction, our secret weapon here is going to be the Chroma Console. We're going to stay on the Chroma Console a bit longer and put this texture knob to use. I'd really like to get a warble out of one of these settings to make this loop sound even more retro. Okay, now that the pitch feels a little more dynamic, I think adding some width will also help add to that organic feel. I really like how this is sounding. It's like this loop is being transmitted from a distant, remote location. I'm going to take some time and repeat this process with unique settings on all of our different loops. I'm afraid that we might be veering off the edge. I like the haphazard sound coming out of the Chroma Console, but we don't want to sacrifice the original tightness of the Volca Beats. Let's use a transient shaper to bring back some of that punch. This will be case by case, but let's also use an EQ to carve out any muddy frequencies from our process loops. We have reached our destination, 30 unique mix-ready loops that silence any criticism I could have of the Korg Volca Beats. Distorted and fractured yet full of character, these loops all contain the human touch that brings a track to life. Let's go ahead and put some of them to use. Here's a simple chord progression and loose rhythm. Let's audition one of these loops with some volume and EQ adjustments. You can hear how the loop glues the track together and adds real depth. Let's bring in another loop to push the dynamics even further. If you want to bring this kind of texture and life into your own productions, you'll find the full pack of 30 uniquely processed Volca Beats loops linked below. Each loop was carefully crafted to add an organic movement to your tracks, something stock sounds just can't replicate. I've also included the original unprocessed recordings so you can dive even deeper and uncover your own versions of these sounds. So take these textures, experiment, and see where they lead you. I'll see you next time with even more sounds to explore.